Seekers of greatness, dreamers of the impossible, and action takers on the path to success. I'm Daniel Craig Johnson, and I'm amped to be your personal guide on this exhilarating journey to self-discovery, business mastery, and life transformation. Strap in because you're about to blast through barriers, obliterate limitations, and sculpt the life you've dreamt of. Hello everybody, welcome back on the Success Blueprint. It has been busy. I have been busy, so I couldn't upload the 15-Minute Monday, but I am back and we stay consistent and we overcome any challenge to do everything that we set out to do. Today is again another episode from a listener, and it's Duan Russo from Facebook. I hope I pronounced your name right. Thank you, mate, for the suggestion. And Duan has asked us to make an episode about how the spotlight impacts your personal life. So today the episode is called Stay Humble, Tips for Handling the Limelight and Not Letting Success Go to Your Head. So where do we start this? I think let's start by you did it. Your hard work has paid off and now you're receiving the recognition that you deserve or that you think you deserve, something that you've been longing for. Promotions at work, media coverage of your startup, going viral on social media, you've landed in the limelight. So if that's what you wanted, now you're here. While sure, I agree, spotlight can feel good, even euphoric. It also brings new challenges. So how do you stay grounded when success threatens to go to your head? How do you avoid losing yourself in the highlight reel of accomplishments and accolades? In this episode, I want to just talk to you about some practical tips for navigating your newfound fame while keeping both feet firmly planted on the ground. I want you to stay humble. And if you stay humble, you really shine brighter because you shine authentically. And this is not just for you being a star on TV, for instance, or on a radio station. It can happen in your social circles, taking a leadership role in the community, at church. It doesn't matter. There's always things in our life where a limelight can shine on us, where we can get into the realms of being put up there on a pedestal, looked at in a different way. And very often in life, we recognize how that can impact people, very often in a negative way, but it can also go the other way around. And that's why it is so important to talk about this and why I've made this episode. So let's get right into it. So the spotlight effect, understanding why we think all eyes are on us. When success comes, it's normal to suddenly feel like all eyes are on you. But the truth is, most people are too focused on themselves to scrutinize your every move. This spotlight effect can cause you to overestimate how much people really notice about you. Don't get caught up in the hype. Keep putting one foot in front of the other, focused on constant self-improvement rather than what others may think. Surround yourself with people who treat you the same regardless of your achievements or accolades. Let their support and honesty keep you balanced. Make time for simple pleasures. Read a book, cook a meal, go for a walk. Do small things that connect you with your humanity. It's important that you stay in touch with yourself and that you surround yourself with people that are not on a mission of fame and glory and thinking they are better than others. It's about surrounding yourself with people that keep you grounded and humble. When in the spotlight, it's important that you be authentic. Share your message with care and compassion, not dominance or coming from a point of thinking you are superior. Choose words that uplift and empower others rather than make you seem important and superior. People will appreciate your humility, sincerity, and kindness. Stay active in causes you care about. Make a positive difference through volunteering, mentoring, or charitable work. Help others rise and achieve their dreams, just as you did. Generosity and goodwill will keep success in perspective. While there's nothing wrong enjoying your moment, remember that the spotlight soon moves on. So make the time count, but don't hold too tightly to fame or glory. That will get you depressed. That will set you up for failure. These things are fleeting, but your character and relationships can endure. When the bright light fades away from you, you still have what matters most. A meaningful life surrounded by people who love you for who you are. Stay grounded. Use ways to keep your ego in check. Staying grounded in the spotlight takes work, but it's so worth it. When success comes knocking, don't let it go to your head. I want to give you some tried and true tips for keeping your ego in check. Celebrate your wins, but stay humble. When good things happen, absolutely take time to appreciate your accomplishments. Pat yourself on the back. You deserve it, but don't get cocky. Remember that there are always more goals to achieve and more to learn. Staying humble will make your future wins even sweeter. Focus on growth, not glory. Rather than chasing fame or status, aim to better yourself through continuous self-improvement. Set learning goals. Take up new hobbies. Read books on personal development. Growth keeps you striving, while glory often leaves you unsatisfied. Diminishing rewards. Always wanting more. Surround yourself with truth tellers. That's important. It's easy to get caught up in your own hype when the people around you are constantly singing your praises. But what you really need are friends and mentors who will give it to you straight. Ask them to call out signs of ego or provide constructive criticism. Their honesty will help you stay grounded. Remember that keeping your ego in check is a lifelong effort, but maintaining humility and growth will lead to greater happiness and fulfillment in the long term. Stay focused on the journey, not the destination, and keep learning. Stay teachable and never stop improving. That's the key to handling the spotlight with grace. Another important point: to focus on gratitude over glory. Appreciating supporters rather than seeking their praise. So how do we do that? When you start getting attention and accolades for work, it can be tempting to become obsessed with chasing more glory and praise. But don't get caught up in your own hype. Instead, focus on showing gratitude for the people who helped you get where you are. Your friends and family were with you from the start. They are behind you, offering encouragement and support. Thank them for always believing in you. Your mentors and coaches guided you along the way. Express appreciation for time and wisdom they so generously shared. Your fans and followers gave you a platform and a voice. Be grateful for them, choosing to spend their time engaging with your work, rather than constantly refreshing your social media feeds to see how many new likes and comments you have. Reach out and personally connect with people who matter most. Call a friend or family member just to say thanks for their support. Send a handwritten card or email to your mentors telling them how much their guidance has meant. Engage with your fans and followers by replying to their messages, asking them questions, and starting genuine conversations. And that's how it works. And you will get a greater community because people will appreciate your time. Staying grounded in gratitude will help ensure your success and fame do not go to your head. No matter how far you rise, never forget the people who helped lift you up along the way. Make time to strengthen your real world connections, not just your online presence. Glory fades fast, but gratitude and good relationships will sustain you for the long haul. Focusing on gratitude over glory, appreciating your supporters rather than chasing praise. These are the secrets to handling the limelight with humility and grace. Stay true to yourself and never stop saying thanks. That way, no matter how bright the spotlight will shine on you, you'll always remain grounded in what really matters most. Surrounding yourself with positive influences, people who will keep you humble. When you do that with the right people, is key to staying grounded. Make sure to spend plenty of time with friends and family who knew you before the spotlight found you. These are the people who will remind you of where you came from and keep your ego in check. They are the ones who will call out when you start acting self-important or entitled. Stay close with those who share your values of humility and service. Look for mentors and role models who have navigated success and fame with grace and humility. Study how they've managed to achieve great things while still remaining down to earth. Try to emulate the qualities you admire in them. Ask them for guidance on how to handle the pressures and temptations of the public eye. Their wisdom and experience can help steer you in the right direction. Be very selective when making new friends or social connections. Unfortunately, the spotlight often attracts people who are more interested in what they can gain from your fame or fortune rather than who you are as a person. You need genuine connections. Watch out for users, manipulators, and hangers-on. Take your time getting to know someone before trusting them or bringing them into your inner circle. Look for those with authentic, noble, and trustworthy qualities. Make a habit of volunteering your time or donating to causes you believe in. Helping others gets your mind off yourself and reminds you of the bigger picture. It cultivates compassion and gratitude, two virtues that combat ego and entitlement. Find ways to make a meaningful difference in your community. Make personal connections with the people you aim to help. Their struggles and hardships will keep your own in perspective. The spotlight is fleeting, but true success and fulfillment come from living with integrity, purpose, and humility. Surround yourself with people who embody these qualities, and they will help ensure you do the same. Stay focused on things that really matter, like relationships, experiences, and making a positive impact. Keep your head on straight and your feet on the ground. Keeping perspective, recognizing that fame is fleeting and character is forever. Staying humble in the limelight is critical to maintaining your character and values. While fame and success feel good in the moment, recognize they will not stay forever. Your true self, your integrity, principles, and how you treat others is what will define your legacy. When the spotlight is on you, it's easy to get caught up in your own hype. But remember, there are more important things in life than status or achievement. Make time for loved ones who keep you grounded, do small acts of kindness each day, and pursue interests that have nothing to do with your public image. Focusing on what really matters will help you avoid getting swept away by your own success. Also keep in mind that the fame you're currently enjoying could disappear at any moment. Industries change, public interests shift, and there's always someone working hard to take your place. Appreciate each opportunity and make the most of it, but don't depend on the approval and praise of others. Develop self-confidence from your core values and priorities, not from what the world thinks of you. When success starts going to your head, practice humility. Share the spotlight with others who contributed to your achievements. Compliment peers in your field. Mentor up-and-coming talents. Use your platform to highlight important causes bigger than yourself. Helping others achieve and succeed will remind you of what really matters in life. Help them to get where you are. Share it. Share your knowledge. Be a mentor. Bring your knowledge out to the world. Do a podcast. Do something that adds value to people's lives. Staying humble requires conscious effort, but it's worth it. Fame is temporary high, but your character and values will stay if you share and if you stay full of gratitude. Keep perspective. Focus on what really matters and use your success to lift others up. That's the path to lasting influence and a life well lived. Keep your head on straight, stay humble, and you come out of the other side fulfilled and, most importantly, intact. Because you worked hard to achieve your goals. And now the spotlight is on you, so you deserve it. Enjoy this moment. But remember who you are at your core. Never forget that. Stay grounded by maintaining your normal routines and relationships. Surround yourself with people who knew you before the success and fame. That will help you keep your feet on the ground. As I said, don't get distracted by the hype and praise. Remain focused on your purpose and your values. Continuously learn and improve your craft. Success is fleeting, but personal growth lasts forever. Stay humble. The spotlight will eventually shift to the next rising star. There's always someone out there that will surpass you. You have so much more greatness left to achieve. So I want you to soak in this victory, then get back doing what you do best, changing the world through your gifts and talents. The future will be yours, and you can shape it and mold it by just staying humble and practicing gratitude. I want you to get out there and inspire everyone and yourself. This is what I believe will help you to not let the spotlight get to your head. So many people out there become arrogant. They become superior. They feel they are superior. Then they buy the big cars and they drive like crazy because they think every small car doesn't have a right of way. There's so many things that change about so many people when they are in the limelight. But I do know many examples of people that stay grounded, that stay humble, that never forget where they came from, and they never forget the people that made them who they are. If you look at many actors, if you look at local stars, there's so many of them that are consistently engaged in self-improvement, sharing and giving what they have away to others, empower and uplift others. And that's the important thing. Why would you not share what you have? The legacy that you leave behind is what makes you. That is the only thing that truly matters, because you're not going to take anything within your grave. Not your fame, not your glory, not your assets. But the people will remember your legacy. For me, there was a time where people approached me on the streets because of my photography. Oh, this is your art studio, and you this and you that. But I was never too high above the ground to say, hey, come, let me take a picture of you. And it doesn't matter where I was. I've always remained in that way that I shared my gifts. The same with my coaching. I want to share my gift. I want to help people find the shortcuts. I want to help them not make the mistakes that I have made. I want to help them to share the stories that made me, that created my character, my integrity. And I want to give that to people, and I want to inspire them. And every day that I'm able to inspire maybe one person, that is amazing. That is what really matters. I don't care if I'm going to be like one of the biggest podcasters in the world, or if everyone in the world almost is going to listen to my podcast. That's not important for me. What is important for me is to build a community that shares with me, a community that cares about me, that I care about, that wants to share things, that wants to better themselves, and wants to grow every day. And if I can do that, and if I can change just one life, one day at a time, then I've achieved everything with my podcast that I want to. Remember that. Spotlight, fame is not everything. If you have it, great, but use it for the right way. That was it for this week. Thank you very much, guys. And I'm going to put up the next episode of the 15-Minute Monday for sure. So tune in and share the podcast. Remember, every single time you share this podcast, you could reach one person in which life you're going to make a huge difference. So get it out there. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you will have a fantastic weekend. That's Daniel Craig Johnson, your host on the Success Blueprint. Take care.